From groundbreaking research to the conversations shaping the future of AI. This is Ekaterina, covering the ICLR 2026 Conference for Women in AI Research.
Hi, I'm Smitha Milli. I'm a researcher at Meta, they, them, and I'm presenting our work on the Community Alignment Dataset here at ICLR. So basically the TLDR of this work is that existing preference datasets, you cannot learn basic ways that people's preferences vary. You can't learn heterogeneous preferences from them because in these preference datasets, people are shown a prompt and multiple responses, but these responses are actually too homogeneous in existing datasets. The reason for this is because responses are typically sampled independently from either one model or multiple models. So when they're sampled from one model, they end up never capturing the long tail. It's always kind of like the same mode over and over again. If you sample from multiple models, because of algorithmic monoculture, as we show in our paper and many other papers show, you also still end up with not having diverse responses for people to pick from. So in our work, we propose that when you're actually doing preference dataset collection, you should try to do negatively correlated sampling of candidates. What this means is each of the candidates should be negatively correlated to each other and produce a diverse set. We implement this in a really simple way in this work. We just ask one LLM to generate 4 responses with diverse values, but we show that doing this really simple strategy of negatively correlated sampling with one LLM compared to independent sampling from 21 different LLMs really allows you to learn more diverse preferences, improves your win rates by 2x sometimes compared to the existing independent sampling approach. And then we collect a new data set, Community Alignment, based upon this idea. It's the largest open source data set, most representative preference data set of human preferences for LLMs. It has over 200K comparisons from over 3,500 people in 5 countries and 5 languages. It's multi-turn. It has many conversations per annotator, like 67 comparisons per annotator. So probably the best preference data set for personalization. Annotators also write free-form explanations for why they pick their choice. So it opens up a lot of directions in both like natural language-based approaches to alignment and different forms of pluralistic alignment. And it is open source on Hugging Face, so please check it out.
Amazing. One quick question. You mentioned that it's like you mentioned diversity basically several times.
Yeah.
How do you measure diversity somehow, or it's just like you're asking?
Yeah, the idea, we actually base our work on these 2 dimensions from Engelhardt and Welzel. So these are like cultural dimensions established in some prior social science research. They're not perfect. We're not saying they capture all ways human preferences vary. We actually use it for negative results. So we say at the minimum, you would expect preference data sets to let you learn these basic ways that people's preferences vary. But we show that you actually can't even learn these 2 dimensions from existing preference data sets because of this problem of homogeneity. But you are able to learn them once you do this kind of sampling.
Do you have the graphs showing how the diversity looks like after you do negative sampling?
Yeah, this is like one of these graphs. So the blue is basically the independent sampling, and orange is with the NC sampling. I realize I don't have the legend here, but so as you can see, when you do independent sampling, you rarely sample these like traditional or survival axes, but when you do the NC sampling, you get broad coverage of all of them.
I see.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, and thank you.